Mike, welcome to Serbia again.
Thank you.
Nice to see you here. We were like 2 summers ago here in this place. You love it, but you didn't say anything to our podcast. But now it's time. We can speak about the book we made in that summer, trying to make it. So it's out. It's big. It's good. How do you feel coming back to Serbia?
It's amazing. I cannot believe, and I'm so excited that people in Serbia are engaged with the book and are reading it, and I think are buying the book. It is incredible that I get to come back here and I get to celebrate it with so many people who helped me write it in terms of the interviews, the time they gave me, and the people I'm referencing are Isidor's first coach, and Nebojša Vajic, his godfather, Miško Raznatović, his agent, all gave me a ton of time and helped tell the story of Nikoli Jokić that I don't think has ever been told before. I feel so fortunate, and it honestly was I felt a great responsibility as we were working on this to really tell Nikola's story in an honest and a genuine and authentic in a way that has never been shared. And so for all those reasons, I feel extremely humbled and grateful to even get a chance to come back to Belgrade.
When we traveled to Serbia that summer, we have some like doubts what's gonna go back from there. At the end, do you satisfied with how the book went and how you got at the end?
I always say there's one person who I felt like I was writing the book for. And if that person felt like I did a good job, then I didn't really care how other people felt about it. And the fact that Nikola said I did a good job with it, again, the authenticity and writing it accurately and writing it in a way that makes him proud, and tells his story, which, as we all know, he doesn't like to really share. So the fact that I was able to show it in a way that probably never would have been told, I'm extremely pleased with it. And the fact that people in America, I think people in Belgrade appreciated it as well. And
not just in Belgrade, in whole Serbia.
All of Serbia, but view Nikola in a new light and understand him in a different capacity is incredible. And that was how I judge success. If Nikola appreciated it, and the fact that, again, I did justice to his story, I'm very, very content.
Can you tell me about making that book after speaking with a lot of people? Like we spoke in Serbia maybe more than 15, 20 people. After that, you came back to States. Talk with even more, like everybody from MBA, some other guys, like friends, like some from others, like sports.
So I think that the initial momentum for the story began in Belgrade, began in Sombor. It obviously began in Serbia. I had never visited here before the summer of 2023 after the Nuggets won the championship. And so to come here and really talk to people who knew Nikola as he was growing up, and I really had never connected with somebody from the US in terms of an American media that kind of showed that story, was a huge bridge to build. And I had a few contacts in Belgrade and Serbia as well that I had, been in touch with, but never anything to this extent. And to be able to really tell his story from, 15, 20 different vantage points in Serbia was incredible. And again, I just wanted to do his story justice. And so, to get to come back here, to get to see those people, to get for all those people to feel like their time and effort was rewarded means the world to me. And so everybody who sat down with me for an interview, which ended up being more than 60 or 70 people, I talked to more than 30 NBA players, 15 or 20 people from Serbia, many of whom who didn't speak English. So that was a challenge that you helped with, Marco. But to be able to come back and have their time and effort rewarded, that really means a ton to me, that they appreciate that the project was worthwhile.
And at the end, when the book goes out, it became a huge thing in Serbia also, but in the States. What kind of reaction you got from the regular person, like from the NBA guys, from the players, and like even from Nikola and his family?
I can say, Nikola said I did a good job with it, which means the world. I saw Kevin Durant. Read his chapter. He really appreciated it. Bogi Bogdanovic, I gave him a copy. He was really happy. A lot of NBA players were pleased with how kind of the stories that they shared turned out in the book. And then Nuggets fans, certain Nuggets fans are calling it required reading. And if you're a Nuggets fan and you don't know Nikola's story, are you really a Nuggets fan? And this is really, I think, a lens to understand, an advantage point to understand Nikola in a way that has never been shared before. And so to be able to, again, just do his story justice means the world to me. And if people in Serbia, NBA players, coaches, whoever, think that I did a good job with it, then I feel like I validated their time and effort.
I think you did a good job, me personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there will, after the book was finished, there were some other things happen in Nikola's life, which is maybe open the space for the second part of the book. There were Olympics. He got one more child. There is maybe another MVP, maybe another championship.
Yeah. Now
do you think about it?
Of course. Now that I work for the Nuggets,
congrats on that, man.
The goal is to win another championship, and if we're able to win another championship, maybe we can think about some other projects as a result of that. But until then, my mindset is winning another championship. If there's an opportunity to expand more on Nikola's legacy and what Nikola has done to the NBA and the way people understand Nikola, we'll consider it. But first, let's see what happens, and also let's see what happens when Serbia is back in the Olympics in 2028. Maybe Nikola knocks off the Americans, and then we really have a movie to tell.
Okay, and the last question is your personal. It's you are now working for the Nuggets. So can you tell us your position and how do you help them on that idea winning another one?
Well, yeah, my title is the Director of Strategy and Intelligence. And the way I describe it to people is it's my job to understand what's going on throughout the NBA. And if that helps us, great. And so, I don't think Nikola knows. I don't think he cares. I don't think I don't have a ton of interaction with him, but I hope that in some way, maybe he doesn't see it, but I hope in some way I help the Nuggets. And if we win another championship, you can assume I helped a little bit.
And very last question about this time in Serbia. We're gonna go to football game of Red Star. We're gonna go to basketball games of Red Star and Partizan in EuroLeague. You will try to find some other thing from Belgrade. What do you expect from this day?
We're gonna go to the Kafana a couple times.
We're
gonna sing a couple songs. We're gonna try
what is your favorite Serbian song?
Obviously Mili Mikane is, everybody loves that one.
Yeah, but
Dupla Skorpija, who doesn't love that?
Can you give me a small part of it?
I cannot. And we have to try every sort of type of rakia. And then we have to tell this story. We have to tell the story of how we put together, this book that I'm really proud of, that I think people are really proud of too. And again, if it shows Nikola in a way that he has never shared before, and and people have a better understanding of where he came from, what it means to be Serbian, what it means to make it from Serbia to the NBA, what it means to be the best player in the world from Serbia, then I will feel like I've done my job. And so that's really what the point of this trip is. And if I can shed light on anything in that vein or in that capacity, the trip will have been worthwhile. So that's what I expect for the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay, thank you, Mike, for telling me this story.
Yeah.
And I hope you will enjoy this stay as same as you enjoyed the first one.
I definitely will. There's no chance I will not.
Okay, thank you, man.